10 years ago, we were just listening to radio music because they played radio music and the labels paid for those songs to play. And then it's like, they play it so much that you literally trick yourself to like it. That's the craziest thing. Joe Schmo puts out a song, but he has so much money from the label. He has a machine working for him, so they keep playing the song. Bro.
It's been a while. Look, it's been a while since we talked. Obviously, you know us, really do know.
And Gerard.
Yeah. So, I mean, introduce yourself. Let the people know what you do.
So, I'm a 20-year-old artist, self-producer, all that. I rap and I sing. I'm out of Broward County, Florida. I've been doing music for about 7 years. And I also attend here at FIU. I'm a junior. Yeah. That's it.
Speaking about that, how was it? Because we had Rick Ross come on campus not too long ago, and you opened for him. How was that for you? How did the show go?
It was cool. It was like, had to for sure be the best show that I had so far, or all time. Just a lot of stuff, like the night of, well, not the night of, like the night before, where I had to like set stuff, because I like curate all my sets and stuff, because I produce it. So it's like I'm making like live versions or live renditions. And I'm also rehearsing with my guitars that I perform with Sebastian Combat, and yeah, no, it was fun. It was really, really, really fun. A lot of people that I saw in the crowd that were singing songs word for word, and I'm like, I don't even know you, bro. Like, who are you? Like, midway, I'm going, like, I don't even recognize this person. Like, it's crazy, you know?
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool, man.
Most definitely. And that's good to see for real, because, you know, whatever you're doing, you know, if it's creative or it's just working in general, like pulling in people that you don't know is like one of the best feelings in the world. Like, it's not just friends and family. Like, you're actually pulling in customers and viewers. Like, so how did it feel for you at the same time to like see like people, I guess, more people as well outside of the concert too, like just see people that you don't know, like just rocking with your music?
I think it's good, man. Like, it's when it first started happening, I was like, bro, this is crazy. Because just for instance, there's this one dude that came up to me and he was like, yo, are you this person? Like, actually, I went up to him, but he recognized me from somewhere. I'm like, I don't even know you, bro. Like, you know what I mean? He's like a little like older dude. But he was like, bro, I see you on like Instagram and stuff. And it's like, it's so crazy, like the power of the internet. Because if I didn't utilize just betting on myself, you know what I mean? I wouldn't have been. I think that was the main contributing factor, because I've been making music for like 7 years, or like at the time, like 5 to 6 years at that point. And I'm just like, I just got to put myself out there. Like, bro, because I'll put out a video and then I'll get like, especially on TikTok, they're just hit on all the time. Every single, like, TikTok is literally like, if they don't understand it or it doesn't click to them in the first second, like it's like flies. They're just like everywhere and they're just like, all right, you suck. You know what I mean? So it's just like, bro, I got really discouraged, but then I went back on there and I'm like, okay, I don't care. I'm just keep posting it. I don't care if this gets 10 likes. I don't care if every comment is every comment. I'm just taking it as a follow. And it's paying off right now.
Yeah.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing for sure.
Most def. It's good to hear, bro.
So you said you've been rapping for 7 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what would you say changed? What would you say you got better at during that time frame, that 7-year time frame that you see yourself improve at? Would you say your craft got better? Would you say that you changed sound, your style of rap? How would you say that can be broken?
I always listen to like a lot of different music. Like I grew up on like freaking Luther Vandross and then Daughtry, which is like some like dad rock stuff. So it's like since I was born, bro. Like, not really saying like, oh, I'm born for this and stuff like that, but that's literally how it was, just different influences. And then started listening to like house music when I was in 6th grade. Like people were listening to Drake. I was trying to listen to Drake and I was like, I I was trying to force myself to like it, not in a bad way, like it's bad music, but it just wasn't connected to me like Dead Mouse or Daft Punk and like Gorillaz. So yeah, it just I just kept evolving, and I feel like it's like learning different languages. You just your ear gets better and you get a better sense of like taste.
Right.
So that I just like to translate that to my music because I don't not want to be one dimensional at all, and I kind of find that boring. Like I wouldn't do music if I'm just gonna make this song and only this time. So,
Yeah. Okay. I feel that. What made you get into the style of music now? Was it kind of some of the music that you were listening to growing up, or was it kind of just like, you experimented one day and you kind of just rolled with it?
I don't know because I'm still kind of in it right now. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of present, but one thing I know for sure is that it's way more feel than thinking like, okay, I'm gonna make a song. Like I'm not gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna make this hyper pop song or whatever using this, you know what I'm saying, these effects or whatever. It's like I start off with like just producing my stuff. Like so I'll make an instrumental or a beat, and I just see where it go. Like the front cover magazine, which is like my biggest song so far. So I hit like 60K. Cool. So like, bro, when I made that, it was a dead run. Like, and I didn't look back at it for like almost a whole year. And then I go over, click it, like, cause I'm going through my files. Sometimes I just go through my files just to like, cause I forget. I really forget what I make as soon as I make it. I'm just like, I just knock them out. Go.
And then so you leave them in the vault.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I went back to it. I'm like, it's crazy. And I posted like the end of the clip on TikTok. I spammed that for like 2 months. like, bro, they ran it up. And it was like only a part where I'm saying like, okay, like over the beat. And like, bro, they ate it up. Because it's good, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's really where it started. I was like, but at the same time, I didn't really answer your question.
Nah, you good.
But I don't know. I just try to be. Sometimes I take my time. Sometimes I make a song like super fast. I'm like, this is it. This is done.
Yeah.
It ranges. It really ranges.
Most def.
So in that process of recording, do you have any do you have stories? Do you usually tell a story in your song, or just like you go with the flow? Or if you do you have any songs out right now that usually has a story on it?
Yeah. I think it's really, at least for the ones I have out right now, it's more so going on. If I feel an emotion or something, I'll kind of like mood board it. So it's like that I want it to sound like this, and the lyrics don't always have to be so upfront. Like I don't want to be like, oh, you broke my heart because on Tuesday night I was drinking or something. Like, no, bro. Like I really like to be poetic with it. Because that's some of my favorite artists, like David Albarn. He's like the lead singer of Gorillaz, and he was also in this band called Blur. He just, the way he speaks, might be because he's from like England too, but like he'll say something that's so just poetic, and it's like you interpret it your own way. So I kind of like to be like that. So I really like the melody of it better. So really just going off emotion, and then like, say if something happened to me and I'm sad or I'm angry or whatever, I like times 28, and then that could create its own story on its own because I'm like over. I don't know what the word for it, but I'm just like really over dramatic with it, and that can make it its own thing. So
Understandable. Okay. And where are you from?
the mutt now. I'm from Broward, man. Broward County, dog.
954?
Yeah. 954, bro. We gotta put 954 on the map. Nobody's gonna do it, so I have to do it. You know.
Okay, yeah.
Nobody reps Broward. Like people hear Broward, especially y'all know, bro. You say you're from Broward, people give you like a look, and it's like I don't even know why people give you a look. It's not like nothing bad really happened in Broward that I do. Though. It's like, yeah,
it is, man. That everyone knows.
Sure.
I mean, what would you say popping right now? That's from Broward. Some like familiar faces. Do you have anyone from Broward you want to collab with, music wise?
I just haven't met them yet. Like I'm collabing with people that live in like just South Florida in general. I don't want to just put it down to like Broward because, yeah. But for anybody at Broward, like I feel like I haven't met everybody yet. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like they gotta find me, and it's like we make it happen. Because I usually don't like reaching out to people too much because it's like I've been on the other side of that where it's like, or I'm seeing it now where people just hit me up and they're just like, "Hey, what's up? Let me get a feature, bro." I'm like, "Dog, we don't even know each other. You hit me up." Like I get so many like comments and DMs like, "Yo, bro, let's work," and it's like I just don't know. Like I literally don't even charge for features. It may change as I go up. You know what I mean? But like if it's good and if I respect your art. And I can respect your art and then not want to collab.
Exactly.
Like, if he can mesh and I can see us doing something, yeah.
So it's basically like, all right, so basically you're talking about like relationship wise. Like, you haven't had that relationship with people here to like, okay, we haven't really clicked like that yet. I don't know if we would click, so why would I work with you basically?
Yeah, not even in the disrespectful way, but like, I'm trying to respect the art I make because this lasts forever. Whatever you like post, like as a song, that is gonna be a song. So it's like you gotta make sure people are just like y'all on the same like mind wise too, because you can be super talented, but if you guys just don't click and you guys can't even hold a conversation, it's like what's the point? Like y'all really, you know what I mean? But I do work with some people. Like I've been working with a lot of more like instrumentalists more recently, like people who do strings, people who play guitar, like. I kind of like that a little bit more, but I just haven't had like a lot of features because I like do everything in person. I don't like sending. No, I don't do that, bro. Because no, I've been on the people just send stuff to other people that have nothing to do with it. So I'm just like, yeah, let me not do that.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Have you been on a lot of features or done a lot of features so far?
Probably got like 4 out, like, but a lot of them are like from like 2022. So I have one from 2024 with my dog Lil Yellow. We got the song called 911. It's a pretty good song. It's pretty cool. But all the other ones are like while I was still in high school. They're still good songs. Don't get me wrong. Like if you listen, you'd be like, okay, I see what he was trying to do here, and I see like how the progression has come.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But I'm down to do features, but it's like it really has to be organic. Like I don't like forcing it because I literally can't. I can't because it's like, yeah, that's it.
Real.
Yeah,
no, I feel that. Yeah.
Like, yeah, nah.
Cohesive.
If I even have to think about it a little bit, nah.
Real.
I'd be like, down.
Yeah. So I gotta be on some like somebody hit you up. I'm like, yeah, like immediately, you know, like you kind of just want to get on there type thing.
Yeah, like, kind of like if I don't know them at all, I still got to see where their heads at. You know,
Right. Yeah.
I can still do that by going to a session with them, but it's kind of that simple. Like if I really feel like we can make something that's really great, like not something where it's just like, okay, I can make some good stuff, or because I could easily do where like, okay, I'm doing features, give me $100, bro, I could knock it out and I'll make like maybe a couple grand. Like, but what's the point of that? Because once it goes out, it's like your feature credibility will like drop. Like you're kind of like your stock, the OGNEILJAY stock or whatever, whoever it is stock would just drop. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you have a clothing brand, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't want to call anybody out, but it's like you're giving your clothes to people that you feel shouldn't really represent your brand,
right?
But they can still do it and they have a following, but it doesn't work.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because it doesn't go with your messaging. You know?
Most definitely, it has to be the right person. Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying. Yeah. Sometimes you don't, and then it also has to go with your target audience a little bit too.
Yeah, that too.
But you don't want to give it to someone that got a dirty slate or anything like that. So bad reputation. So that's understandable. Yeah.
No printer. I was trying to be so nonchalant with that.
Who's some of your favorite artists? I guess from you can say underground, out there, mainstream, like
You got to be specific, bro, because there's so many. There's so many. Like, are we going underground, or are we just talking about like the whole music landscape? Like, what are we?
well, first let's talk about mainstream, and then we can talk about underground.
Okay.
Mainstream verse.
I had this hydro flask.
That y'all kind of clean though.
Appreciate
What's
it, man.
that?
I've been trying to build a little bit. I'm trying to have this shit fully figured out. Yeah. This is like an anime character from Daft Punk's album. They had like a whole film.
Okay.
Daft Punk. Got a sunburn. And there's like an album Sunburn called by Dominic Fike. He's from here. He's from Naples.
Okay.
Like indie music. Gene Dawson. Also like alternative music. Fire. He's from here. He's from Miami.
Okay.
Like super all like post punk, whatever, like electronic noise music. Like the nigga does everything. Like
Yeah.
saying. And then Xavier Sobase.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Wait, yeah, that's the one I know. He's the Xavier Sobase. He's from
New York.
Yeah.
Mm.
Xavier Sobase is one who knows a lot.
He's fire, bro. I seen him live. I was in the green room with him, bro.
Seriously?
Yeah, like last year.
What?
Yeah.
Like a show? Like
I want to hear it. Huh?
a show or like
Yeah, it was at a show. One of my homeboys threw a show, and he had Maddox, Jay, and then Clip, if you know, like the one that kind of got into it with Fresh Boy Swag. She like, never mind.
Nah.
But
I know
you know what I
I know
mean?
Maddox.
Okay.
Maddox and
Who's
so
that?
who?
Huh?
Maddox and who?
Clip, like Lady Clip.
Okay.
She's like signed by like Cardi's management,
Okay.
Mm.
so she's cool.
Oh yeah, I know Matt. Isn't Matt Ox or OX?
Yeah, Matt Ox was on like an X song.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember him from like X and all
It
that.
was cool though. I was in the green room with them, and it was kind of different. It was my first time in like an environment like that, so
Yeah.
it was like trying not to fan out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I even like because I'm like, you trying to go up and talk to them, just like they're really not there. They don't really care. Like they're there for their money, which I respect. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you gotta act like you've already been there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I still talk to Matt just on some like regular stuff though, like what's good. I was talking to people around them. So it's
Yeah.
cool. They're cool people. But it's crazy because we're the same age, and it's like they just move differently. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Real.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel that.
In terms of music, what's the music you really couldn't get? Because earlier you said you tried listening to Drake, but you couldn't really get into Drake. Like, what's
Right.
the music that you feel you
Baby
can't
girl.
I bought a Drake album for $20, and it was used, and I listened to it. And this is when I had no money. This is like middle school, so you got to buy the gift card to get it.
get? Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I only like 3 songs. There was like 25 songs on there, and I forced myself to listen to it because I posted it on Instagram. Oh, I just bought this album. Yeah, got no hus.
Oh, you spent 20 on the album, like
On a Drake album, bro.
on a Drake.
Come
album.
on, bro.
Who doesn't like Drake though? So hold on. Let me
No,
ask
I
you
like
this.
Drake, but I just buying the whole album
Yeah.
just for other people's validation was the problem.
Let me
Mm.
ask you this. Though. Let me ask you this. Because you know we got this whole situation now with Kendrick and Drake. What side you on?
I can't say that.
You can't.
I respect both.
Yeah. But me personally, bro, whoever choosing Kendrick over Drake, you a fake woke person. I'm not about to argue.
Fake woke
You
person.
fake woke. You
Ah.
fake woke. You fake woke. Cause
Kendrick's
to
pretty.
me, Drake has music for every genre. He has
Yeah.
Kendrick, you can't really play Kendrick for everything. Like, it's a certain place, moment in time where you can really play Drake. I feel like not Drake, but Kendrick. But I feel like Drake, he has versatile music. You play Drake if you heartbroken.
Nah, Kendrick's
He's
probably he's kind of versatile too, bro. You can't.
Kendrick?
Yeah. Come on. Damn is pretty versatile. He got a song with Rihanna on there. He got some he got a song with SZA. He got some. He isn't as versatile as Drake, but that's not what he's trying to do though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, true. Another thing is I feel like it's unfair because like it's two different genres. Like,
He's a pop star and the other one's
Exactly.
a rapper. The best rapper.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you can't really like put one up against another. It's like put in two different genres. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's unfair.
I don't think he's fake woke though. Kendrick talks about some stuff that's like so like, especially on the Mr. Morale album.
Yeah.
He talks about
Yeah.
some stuff that's so uncomfortable to talk about, and like for the amount of like influence he has to like put out songs like that. Those are like songs you hear on vaults after people die, like type stuff.
Yeah.
Like he went and like, I think it's past like another thing of saying woke, because like the term woke has like really been like
Misused.
Yeah, once companies started using it and they're like, oh, like for their own marketing, it's like nah.
Yeah.
But like I think that was like beyond woke. That was like on some like I'm trying to break generational curses,
Yeah.
because you have to talk about certain things. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that was ballsy, because everybody was expecting some banger album, and he comes out with like one song which is like N95, which is the only like crazy one. All the other ones are like super introspective to the point where it's like, dog, like certain people can't even listen to it because it's triggering. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So
Yeah, it had a lot of people like talking down on it. And I feel like before like the Drake beef, they kind of had Kendrick put away a little bit, like, hey, you know, like he just dropped this trash last album.
it
So
don't bump. You can't bump it.
yeah.
Like, you really can't.
So, you know, this kind of like, I don't know, down his ability, I feel like just like, oh, he going up against Kendrick, like, you feel me? And then it's like, okay, when all that happened, it's like, okay, he got it.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then everybody just started bumping his normal music, like at Super Bowl. Everybody bumping the new music. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like nobody knows the old music like that. Like, I don't know if you've seen that clip. Like, no, of course some people know, but I'm just saying like.
You see the crowd though?
Like, well, on DNA?
The crowd of people that.
No, I did.
Yeah. Who can afford? It's like not Kendrick's crowd. Let me say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is true.
I would understand why people, because people was telling me the Super Bowl's ass. Like, oh my god.
Wait, who said that?
Like most of the people, they're like the halftime show was terrible. People on Twitter was complaining, it was the worst halftime show in like a decade. People would tell me they were not feeling Kendrick part at all. I'm like, how come? So like, because me, in my opinion, like Kendrick is pretty known, but now you're making a known fact that the people in the crowd are not the type of people who listen to Kendrick music.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And they didn't come there to get schooled on some like anything political.
Right.
You know what I mean, they came there to have a good time. But then it kind of brings like the thing, because it's like sometimes, it's not sometimes, a lot of times the black entertainers just like basically what he's saying, like you want to play the game. They're like, shut up. You can't talk about certain things. Just be you. It's like,
yeah.
I don't want to get too, okay, yeah, let's keep going. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that whole situation was just, and it's crazy. That was a minute ago. That was almost a year ago.
Dang, yeah. Bro, I was kind of like, for indie musicians though, that whole time period was kind of like, damn. Because no matter where you posted, like everybody was just looking at the Kendrick and Drake beat. Like from like March till he dropped Not Like Us, which is like almost like a 2-month period. Like you gotta think about people who like they spread in their own money to like put out their songs, and it's like Tommy Richmond would have went #1 if it wasn't for Not Like Us or whatever.
Seriously?
He was #2 on the Billboard for $1 Billion Baby. This is fire.
That's crazy word.
Tommy been that dude though. Tommy's fire. I don't care what anybody says.
Man, I wish they would have had Wayne at what's the name though? At least like for New Orleans, Super Bowl. I feel like it's not that bad though, because Kendrick was popping it, but it's just like, dang, Wayne getting kind of old anyway though, so it's like he kind of needed that little minute to shine.
He would have been there a little while ago. They could have if they would have put him on, he would have been on. He would have been on with the one where they had 50 Cent.
Oh yeah.
They should have put him on there.
That's what I'm saying.
They had Eminem and 50 Cent, and then they had Kendrick again. Yeah, he would have been perfect for that.
Yeah, he's been perfect for that.
A solo one, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can agree with that though. But a solo one, I feel like that would have been good to a point where he could have brought out Nicki and Drake or something like that, Yeah. You feel me? I know.
I think Tyler's finna get it. He's finna get Super Bowl. Yeah.
You think Tyler's gonna get chosen?
5 years from now?
5 years from now?
Yes.
Tyler who?
Tyler Creator,
He's top 3.
Oh yeah.
He's top 3?
Yes.
Seriously? In what? Top 3 in what?
Rapping.
Rapping?
He's top 3 rappers right now.
Right now.
And he's been. He's
That's-
been since Call Me If You Get Lost. Because people talk about the Kendrick thing and the Drake thing, but that's from like 2010. We're talking about new generation of people.
Yeah.
I got Cardi on my thing, then I got Tyler. I don't know who's the third, but it's been like that. Nobody's doing it like Tyler. Come on.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie,
Especially-
nobody is.
Nobody's doing it like Tyler.
Nobody.
Bro, his numbers are insane, and it's not only about numbers, but his creative direction. We will not see another Tyler. Well, we will see another Tyler, but it's like he's very much one of one. Like he has his hand in everything. Like he produces all of his stuff. Like, bro, he's that guy, bro. I mean, it's not lazy, but like he's it.
Yeah, I don't listen to Tyler too hard, but definitely his creative direction is something I noticed. Yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
Because all this, you remember in 2018, that whole aesthetic with Vans and like saturated colors and all that, and wearing like all those colorful, like everybody's wearing like yellow and stuff.
I think I know talking
bro,
about.
He made a music video using that aesthetic in 2016. He was on that shit before, and he low key made that shit, especially with Fireboy and all that stuff. All those clothes that he was selling was part of that culture. Everybody who wears Ulsa, I'm not gonna lie, even this and certain things like that is inspired because of Tyler. He's so ingrained into the culture that people literally don't even know it comes from Tyler. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Like, bro, he's just like, he's top one rapper. I'm not gonna lie.
Let me get your thoughts on this, because I was watching an interview not too long ago, and Tyler was bashing Ian. You know Ian. He was bashing Ian for stealing black culture, and I don't think Ian's doing that. It's just that he loves the genre. He's paying homage to it, and bro, Ian is not trash at all. To me, Ian is not trash. He's actually like up there with some of my favorite artists that's coming up now. So I just want to know your opinion on it. Do you agree with Tyler that Ian is making a mockery of our music, rap? Because I don't agree with that at all. I think he's paying homage to it. He's actually a fire artist. If you go back and listen to his music, I'm pretty sure you'll find some stuff that you like.
Nah. Like, I'm not saying that he's bad, but I'm saying that, like, I can't listen to him. Like, it wasn't even before that. I just wouldn't be able to bump it.
Yeah.
I could bump the 5 seconds they put on the TikTok clips because it's the beat, but it's not him rapping, really, per se. But I don't know. I get what Tyler's saying, though, because it's like, you look at the way, it's about the branding of it. It's a white suburban kid who flaunts he's from the suburbs, but then his music is like, he's like almost cosplaying. Same thing that he's saying. He's almost cosplaying it. It's different. It's not like a Forbats thing because Forbats is black. It's a bit different. You know what I mean? It's that juxtaposition, bro. It's a juxtaposition of a white kid who comes from a good family, went to what school? He went to some D1 school or whatever. Like, but then he's rapping in a certain type of way. And it's in a way where it's like, bro, you hear him talk, and then when you hear him, it's like, he got the whole accent and stuff. It's even Yeet. I feel like Yeet was like actually around like more black culture than Ian. And I feel like that doesn't mean Ian doesn't care, but it's part of his persona and his brand to, in a way, kind of mock. It's what it is.
Well, I don't think about it like that. I think about it like in college. And if you look at it too, that's like, it's the same thing with actors. Actors all the time would perfect their craft. So when they hop on set, their accent isn't shown while they're acting on set. And then when they go on interviews, they'll be like, oh wow, this person is from England, this person is from Europe. You don't notice because when they're on set and you're watching the shows, their accent isn't there because they work on their craft so much. It's not that they're stealing American culture. No, they just work on their craft so much to where you can't really tell if they're from England or from, Europe. So I don't look at Ian as like he's making market. I look at it as he's paying homage.
I don't know. Because I just feel like the swag, like even the word swag, I saw a video from a rapper. His name's Mike, like literally just Mike.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about, yeah.
Fire. But he's talking about how even the word swag is just like derivative of from like black people. And like people that copy it, like it's like almost like a whole thing that pushes. Like the word cool is like from black. Like when people say cool, it's usually from like some sort of black culture, and then they'll copy that culture in a way, which isn't a bad thing. But I just feel like the way Ian did it though to get on initially. Now he doesn't need to do that. That's why he's kind of spreading out. But the way he did it was kind of like I think it was like kind of a marker because he could have done it. There's other artists that do it another way where it's still rap. You got like Waylon and stuff like that. But I know he knew it would go more viral. You know what I mean? Just tapping into like black culture, talking about LeBron and Bronny, so that's gonna work. You know what I mean? But it's like the sake of going viral, but at what cost? But he's thinking of it in a different way, and it works. You know what I mean? Because people make music for different reasons. You know, so I don't know the exact reason, but yeah, it isn't like a diss or anything to him either. It's just like that's just the way that I saw it. You know what I mean? Now it's different because like once he gets the cosign from Lil Yachty and stuff like that, then it's like its own thing. You know what I mean? But for him to get on it, should be.
You talking about the marketing? Marketing is a huge thing for artists. Not even artists, but like whatever you want to be. You know what I mean? Marketing is the tool that determines how you make it or you don't make it.
Not for real.
Ian's marketing was perfect. That's a genius marketing plan.
He has some crazy marketing.
So
Yeah, that team.
it had to be a team. Yeah, there's no way. Like I'm not saying that like he couldn't have done it on his own, but you can tell when. Like the more and more I go in and stuff like that, the more and more you can see when there's a team behind it. And that's not even to knock it. That's just me being aware of it because you need a team to be as professional and to gain those results, you know? Like getting Marshawn Lynch, there's no way he did not have it. Like, come on, that's obvious. But yeah.
I don't know.
Still good stuff though, good stuff.
I've been listening to Ian since what? 2022, way before you even had all this stuff. He still sounded the same. So I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. See, that's a different perspective though, because I saw him when he came later.
Exactly.
But there's other people doing it their own way, like Two Hollis. Two Hollis is totally, but it's kind of a different genre, so it doesn't kind of make sense.
Yeah.
I like Two Hollis. I really like
Two Hollis is nice. Two Hollis.
He's raw.
He has some songs like what's some songs? Well,
Almost all of them.
oh,
He's raw.
I know one of them like called like Jeans or something.
Jeans, yeah.
Yeah.
This is his biggest one right now. Yeah. It's raw. He's tough, man. He's like Skrillex's mom. I mean, Skrillex's manager is his mom. Okay. So he's low key. He had that backing, but yeah, I don't care if you have the backing or not. There's talent. There's for sure undeniable talent. That the music is just good. Same thing with like the Smith kids. They have talent. It's not just because we've seen kids that they're Hollywood or whatever, like their parents are in Hollywood, and then you see them and then they don't do nothing. So
right, true.
You know,
like let's say for instance, you already know LeBron.
Yeah, I know where you're going.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, you're going with Rock Dance.
Yeah. So
I thought you were talking about somebody else.
Last game. Because, you know, obviously, Ronnie's going to catch a lot of flack. Why? Because his dad is LeBron James. And it got to a point, because you know Stephanie Smith, right?
Yeah.
The reporter, so...
Stay off.
Exactly. Stephanie Smith, he was actually critiquing his son, and it got to a point to where, you know, LeBron James showed up. He literally approached Stephanie Smith, and he confronted him about it. Yeah. And some people are saying, oh, no, LeBron James...
That's right for him to do.
But exactly, how are you gonna hate on father? Exactly. If you don't have a child, like I just feel like people say it's loser activity. You don't have a child. Like, you don't. Like it's him being a father. It's not him just confronting him just to confront him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like stuff like that. It's like nepotism is a thing, but just because it's nepotism, you would say most of them have talent, and then
I would say most of them. I think I'd say a small amount of them actually.
A small amount.
Because when you actually look at it, I don't know that many. Like they'll inherit money, but actual talent though,
no.
I think that's rare. I think it's rare because you're raised with so much. It's low-key scary especially as a celebrity, if you raise children around that environment, there's just so much danger that comes with that because you're not always there, you're not always home. You already know the base, the borderline stuff that's just going on in Hollywood. It's just like, and then you really know it was so many resources, and that's so many resources, but so many resources where it's like it wouldn't benefit them. It's actually worse because they have more resources. Like if you could go back to a regular life, I feel like a lot of people would just so they could raise their kids right. But by then it's too late.
Yeah.
Like Earl Sweatshirt doing it right. Earl Sweatshirt, he's straight, he's chilling.
Like Lil Yachty, I see Lil Yachty talking about it as well on a podcast with Shannon Sharp, saying he has a daughter. He said he would never share his daughter out to the world, and that's her decision whether if she wants to make a TikTok with him and show it to the whole world. Why? Because this world is dangerous. So many things that you have to worry about. So that's why, in my opinion, like being a celebrity, man. You might think having fame is cool, but in my opinion, though, having fame is probably one of the worst things. Okay, there's things to get with it. There's perks that comes with it, but having, being a celebrity, it's probably so tiring. Because you can't do your own thing. You can't go out and watch a movie. You can't go out in the middle of the night to CBS. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's certain levels of celebrity too.
Yeah, of course.
I think with the amount of people that can make music or make entertainment now, it's a little bit more of an equal playing field. So, like, we haven't seen nearly as many superstars as we have before. TikTok has only birthed a couple of that I can name on my hand, like Ice Spice. She's doing cool. Pink Panthers. But you know what I mean? Like, Pink Panthers, Yeet, and those are the big ones. Like everybody else, it's very much equal playing field, which means that you could live off of the music without having all of that craziness that comes with. Because once you go like super big, where it's like you can't even go outside. Like I think your mental health is way more important. And throughout this whole thing, even me, I had to check myself and be like, "Am I doing okay?" Because like, you see, like I think I started to understand a little bit why. Like a lot of these people who make great music and then just off themselves or something like that, it's like their mental is not there. And you could put it into the music, and technically it's a coping mechanism, but that doesn't mean that it stops you from doing other things that are unhealthy. Like you could be making music all day and then you don't take a fucking shower. You don't take a shower or some shit, or you're just staying in the house and you're just like letting your body decay from the inside out. You know what I mean? It's like mental health is so important.
So important.
So important, bro.
It's a lot of celebrities that like hide themselves too when they go out. Like, you know, they literally throwing a full outfit, a whole black outfit, shades, a hat. Like, you know, they really hide themselves when they go outside just to like hide from people.
And that does something to you too, like psychologically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that, that's pretty crazy.
Like you walking out the house and you gotta constantly worry about freaking a bunch of paparazzis, you feel me?
Yeah.
In front of your face. Sometimes it's like, it's not that you don't want it to, you feel like, bro, let me just go on my day. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it gets really tiring, bro. You just want to hang out. We got a whole bunch of people in your face and cameras. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't even do the normal things you want to do.
Some people don't even have like the decency or professionalism either. They'll put the camera right in your face and all type of stuff.
More, you know what I'm saying? They can do good shots. That's it.
That's
straight up.
That's crazy.
That's a job.
Okay. What's some unpopular opinions you have about music, like that you see is blowing up right now, probably on TikTok, and you like, nah, I'm not feeling it at all. Like they overdoing.
I'm not gonna lie, I like music out there. Yeah. One thing that I know that's gonna happen for sure is that AI is gonna take over that. Especially when it comes to mainstream music.
Yeah.
It's just so easy to make because all that radio music and stuff like that, it's super clean, it's stuff like that. That's literally what AI is made to do right now, just to make it super smooth out. You know what I mean? Even Timeless, the song with Weeknd and Playboy Cardi, Cardi's versus AI.
Cardi versus AI.
It's AI. It's not totally AI, but it's like they had somebody basically do a reference for it, right? Like a reference verse.
Yes.
But then they use a Cardi voice changer, a Cardi AI voice changer, and Cardi never recorded over it. And there's proof to that. And It's not discrediting anything. It's just what it is. You know what I mean? And he never recorded over it. I think the Weeknd recorded over his, so it's just his. So he's singing over it, but Cardi didn't switch it, and everybody still thinks it's Cardi. So,
But how the song is released, like officially
it's
released,
officially released.
Wow.
Yeah, it's under his name.
and Cardi never came out and said, "No, this is."
Why? He wouldn't have to work for it. Like he literally wouldn't have. It's less effort, more money. Why wouldn't it? You know what I mean? And people couldn't even tell. So the people that did tell, it was like you have to look all the way deep in. I'm in like the Reddit and stuff like that, but and that's what Maru can see. There's already probably stuff going on that we don't even know, and it's happening. And that's the kind of like the beauty, I guess I'll say, of AI, that people aren't even going to be able to identify, especially as it advances. But it's a part of life. You know what I mean? It's going to happen, and yeah. But that's what I'm trying to. Even when I make music, it's like I make music that's like I wouldn't say per se perfect. I have stuff where I put in, or I'll make a mistake by accident. I'm like, keep this in, not just to keep it in, just because it creates something different. Not always aiming for something to be perfect, or it could be perfect in a different way. The imperfections can make it perfect. Yeah, that's how I see it. Yeah, I like to talk.
Like TikTok, yeah,
It's cool. It sounds good. I can't deny it.
TikTok is definitely a great way to like build a buzz and hype as an artist. Definitely.
Facts.
Yeah. So talking about that, what's the craziest way you've seen artists blow up from TikTok? You would say, because usually it'll be like from a trend. They'll replay the song and then like the trend will go up, and usually it'll be from that audio that they use for the trend. You'll see artists blow up. Like for Yeet, I don't remember which trend it was.
The dude saying, "Hey, where the problem at? I spit on these bricks like I'm a laundromat."
That trend, right?
That dude,
Bro.
yeah. He was off drugs though. Like he was literally like he needed he got chased down by what's his name? He switched his name. It used to be like almost like Isaiah TG's thing, but it was that Jace.
Jace.
Yeah, Jace literally chased that dude down in real time.
Seriously?
Yeah. That dude was like a tweaker. And he made a song where he's like, remember that song where he's like, I walk with a stick, I walk with a gun, I walk with a gun, I shoot. That was him. That was the I'm a laundromat guy. That was him. That was him. You know that song?
Are you talking about I'm a laundromat? Talking about that dude?
Who?
I forgot how the song goes.
Which one? Who are you talking about, Jace?
Nah, he's song you talking about with the laundromat.
Yeah, that's a Yeet song. But the dude, there's a video of a dude going like, hey, what's the problem? And he's like just recording, so he's tweaking out. But it went so viral that it made Yeet blow up. It was like one of the things that made Yeet blow up. But
That
like,
makes sense.
That's literally how I found out about Yeet. Before like sorry about that. Like, but I literally knew because he kept doing videos for other songs too.
Right.
So like, I literally thought that's how the song sounded. And it was stuck in my head. That was like 2022. That was like that shit was fire. Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah. Wait, so what was the question? I don't remember. It just got...
What was the craziest way you seen someone blow up on TikTok?
Okay, because I thought you were talking about like a sound blowing up on TikTok, like a song blowing up on TikTok. Because there's another one where you had like people stealing, when they would go in their school and steal like the soap dispensers, and it would be like a Lil B song playing. I don't think it really blew up Lil B because he's already like known, but like, I don't know. I guess the Yeet thing, we just know the Yeet thing.
Bro.
I don't really have another reference.
Yeah, I feel that.
TikTok music is definitely like, I feel like TikTok music is definitely a feature. This generation get their new taste of music from.
Yeah.
I feel like people like they're not even original. They just listen to what's blowing up on TikTok and make up their own thing.
That's
But nothing's
crazy.
really original.
Yeah, nothing.
Like in 10 years ago, we were just listening to radio music because they played radio music and the labels paid for those songs to play. And they play so much, you could like it. You hate that shit at first. And then it's like, they play it so much that you literally trick yourself to like it.
Yeah.
Like, that's the craziest thing. Like, you play Adele for a toddler. Then, actually, let me not even say that, because Adele's like one of the best songwriters of all time. Like, even if she didn't have a radio thing, like, she's fine. Let's use Joe Schmo or whatever. Joe Schmo puts out a song. but he has so much money from the label back. I mean, like he has a machine working for him, so they keep playing the song. Bro, there's some songs that they play on these local stations over and over again, or it's like a Miami song or whatever, and you just like it just because they play. So they program you. That's it. Just like they program you to like sports and everything, and these cameras here, and it's like checking out.
Broke the fourth wall.
It's literally programming. Really, that's really how the industry works. It's literally programming.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't even realize that too.
Yeah.
Like this whole thing is programming. It's either that you're smart enough to realize, because once you realize that, like,
You can't really forget it.
Exactly. Like sometimes it's even scary because you realize how everyone else is programmed.
Yeah.
And no one else realizes it because it'll just be in the back. You'll just be sitting back. You'll see how everyone is like falling for the tricks and everything.
Matrix.
It's like the phone, right? Phone, for example. You'll walk out. You'll see all these teens on their phones, but no one can even hold a proper conversation because they're so used to texting or FaceTime.
Gives you anxiety.
Exactly. Now
Yeah.
you can't even hold a regular conversation.
Especially guys with girls, at least at our age. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, dog. There's people that just stay in their dorms all day. I know some of them, like, they're locked in and stuff, but like that's very small amount. Like people just stay in their dorm. They don't know how to socialize just with people, period. You know what I mean? Like there's so, but if you go up to them and you could talk to them and your skills are good at socializing, you can pick up on different cues, then dang, they could talk. They're just shy. But there's a lot of people that are just shy, but it's not really just because of society. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the social media.
It's
So
programming, yo. It's the phone. Social media has made everything definitely different, but for me, I feel like worse.
I think it's
Yeah.
Because everything
I think
is
it's better though.
You think it's better? I feel like everything is social media. I feel like people not as outside much. They're not going out.
Okay, yeah, that
out
aspect,
like
yeah.
trying to do everything natural. Everything is artificially through social media.
I guess.
So
Yeah, it takes some real discipline to get on social media and use it for good like we do.
Oh, yeah.
You feel me? Because like sometimes you might get on social media, be like, oh, let me post this video real quick, and then you come across something that distracts you. Now you doom scrolling. You feel me? You get distracted for 30 minutes. You got to come back to what you was gonna do.
great.
And you don't even remember what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
I find out a lot. I go on social media and then I'll like try to look for an account so I could get inspo from something like that. And I forget why I'm even on there because another thing catches my attention immediately.
Yeah.
But that's how it goes with TikTok. Like it cooks your attention span to the point where it's like you literally have like a very short amount of like you're literally breaking down your general attention span.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Dang, that's a really crazy thing about it. Cause you gotta think TikTok when it first came out, what videos like 15 seconds or something like that.
Yeah.
So you just
Yeah, bro. Now it's literally like 7 seconds because they speed everything up. And yeah, man, I think it's just once you're able to identify that, then you have to act on it because people know what they're doing. It's just like you really just have to take that constant action, that everyday battle. You know what I mean? Nobody's perfect with that. But
and then when TikTok got canceled, everybody was like, bro, everybody losing their mind.
I know
Like that was the
so
thing.
bad. I really don't.
I deleted TikTok the moment I heard it was going to get deleted.
I was chilling, but it was just
like
like,
you couldn't re-download it.
No, because I'm not a TikTok person. I already use TikTok. So that's why I deleted it because I don't care at all.
yeah, I use it for like my brand and stuff, but I don't really use TikTok like that.
Yeah.
All right, so are you working on any projects currently at the moment that you'd like to tell the fans about?
I got EP coming out this year. I can't say when. I can't say the title. I'm just not that close to dropping it yet, so where it will be out. But look forward to that. It's gonna be crazy. I don't know. Everybody says that, but it's gonna be like insane. I just don't like talking about stuff as I'm working through it, or even as I'm teasing it. Like when it comes out, then I'll be glad to talk about it. But this year, yeah, it's gonna be insane.
That's a bet for sure. Are there any other artists that you would like to collab with that's in the 305 or in Broward?
For sure. Eve's Tumor, even though he isn't here anymore, I feel like our music is really, I've been getting a lot of influence from his music, from his 2020 album too. and his 2023 album just insane. Dominic Fike for sure from Naples. I don't know if his label will let me do that because he doesn't even get to drop. But yeah, I'll meet him though. I'll meet both of them for sure. Like that's a non-negotiable. Like that's gonna happen. Putting it out, speaking it out. I really like Doechii. And that's it. Like I like to be really selective with it. So like I'm gonna go with those like 3. You know what I mean?
Real.
Yeah.
Sound like a bet. Yeah. Looking forward to everything though, bro.
And Pitbull. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bet. Nah, you good. Pitbull?
Yeah. Pitbull.
Hey, Pitbull Stadium.
Just get him to say Dale on the song. Like drop 100 grand just for him to say that, and then yeah.
Nah, that's really how they be taxing nowadays though, for real.
Drop
Yeah.
on the grab.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had that type of money.
What do you mean? You know where I come from, bro? I live in Southwest Ranches, bro. I live like right next to Trippie Redd in his blacked out mansion.
Mmm.
Oh, Trippie Redd would be cool, but he's not from Florida. But yeah.
Real.
Dale.
Dale.